Hi, ladies. Take 6 of 6, I guess. I don't know. Welcome to my living room. Welcome to part 4 of vaginal prolapse. And this is the last video on it, as far as I know, unless I come up with other information or you come up with something you want me to talk about, any questions you have. I just did 3/4 of this presentation, and I forgot to hit the play button. So here I am. I should have this whole thing memorized by now, right? Well, not quite. Okay. Compose myself. I want to share with you one piece of information. Remember when I said back in the other videos, they can figure out how to put a man on the moon, and they can't figure out how to keep our body parts in? Well, I'm going to show you why right here. And this is just one piece that I want to share with you out of this book. It's Tony Robbins' Life Force. I'm sure you all heard of him. Lack of research funding. Research on women's overall health is grossly underfunded, considering we're talking about half the population. In 2021, the National Institute of Health spent 11.9% of the total budget on women's health. And of that, less than 1% went to study reproductive aging in women. One more little piece. Lack of data. Female physiology has been woefully understudied and purposefully excluded from research for decades because ovulatory cycles are considered confounding, noisy variables. Did you know you were a noisy variable? I don't know if any of you had this experience or knew someone or can remember way back in the day, if women complained of pain during their periods with cramping or anything, you know, even the doctors told them it was all in their head. And just go take an aspirin or something, you're fine, walk it off, it's in your head. And then we started complaining of the menopausal symptoms, and oh my gosh, they thought they were ready to put us in a straitjacket. We were seriously losing it psychologically, right? Well, that's because they only put 0.1% of study on the ovulatory cycles. So they still don't have it together, because then when they started studying it, they decided that we're falling apart for some reason at an early age, and they don't understand why. And so they're going to make more money. The doctors can go to school and learn new techniques, and everybody can make more money and go in there and sew us back together. And maybe it holds and maybe it doesn't. And if it does hold, maybe it holds for 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, and then it's going to drop again. What if a girl is 25, 28 years old and has this done? She could have it done 3 or 4 times in her lifetime if they all stick. And what they told me when mine fell was that I couldn't have the same surgery again because it already fell once. And so obviously it's not strong enough to hold it. So you can't even do the surgery again. You have to figure out a different way. And I think I've talked about some of that on the other video, but that's kind of what happened. So we have an answer. We have an answer. We have an answer. I am so excited to share this with you. And I have proof. I know it's working, and I want to share it with you. So what is it? First of all, I wrote it in great big letters on this note paper. It's collagen. Who knew? Have you taken a collagen? Are you taking one? Is it a powder or a liquid? Are you seeing results? I'm taking a bovine marine type 1 collagen, and the results are out of this world. First of all, my own testimony, I will tell you that I've been taking it for over 2 years. And I don't know when I noticed it, which is what put me on this quest to research it. But I'm not going to say that it's putting me back together and it's going to, you know, everything's back the way it's supposed to be, because it was dropped, it had fallen. But what I can tell you is that I don't have the discomfort. Most days I don't even think about it. Now, I have made some changes. I don't lift anything. I don't run. I don't do strenuous exercises. I try not to strain on the toilet, things like that. Those are important things that you need to know. Do not do list. I may post something on that. I may have a 5th video and do something on that. So it's working and it's holding me in place, and I feel comfortable and I'm happy as a clam, and I want to share this with the world, and I'm starting right here with you guys. So this particular collagen that I'm taking had 10 years of research, 50 doctors, and 200 scientists. And they worked on this for over 10 years globally. All around the world, scientists got together and worked on this. And they came up with the answer. Not the answer for our insides, because they didn't know that's where they were going with it. But that's what we've learned. So I have a video that will share with you more on the collagen. If you would like that video or any other information, make sure you friend me on Facebook. Find me, Connie Norleen, friend me, and then private message me and let me know that you want any of the other information that I might have on this that I can't share here, because a lot of it's Facebook stuff and things like that. So just message me and ask me. So what is it? We talked about collagen. So what is collagen? Collagen is fascia, and it's the glue that holds our bodies together. We've got the answer, ladies. It works. I'm telling you. I promise you, it's making a huge difference. Why do we need it? Because it keeps us young. And I'm going to talk about that. What happens when you don't have it? You're going to age faster. You know, when we're young, our bodies are limber and they're supple, and they can, you know, bend and twist, and you can do all kinds of things with them. When we start getting older, then we say, oh, old age is hitting in. You know, my shoulder hurts, my joints hurt, my back hurts. You know, the body just doesn't work like it used to. I'm going to tell you why. So the last question is it too good to be true? There are testimonies upon testimonies that say it's the real thing. And so it's not too good to be true. It really is true. It really makes a difference. So I want to talk about the aging, and because that's what's happening. So I want to explain this. When we are about the age of 25, we start losing collagen a little bit at a time. So by the time you're 40 or 50, based on what you've done with your body during those years, you know, you can say, oh, wow, you know, I'm getting a little older, can't move like I used to, my joints are hurting, my knees are hurting. It's because your body is drying out. And so I want to go more into that. Basically, you're losing 1% of collagen a year. I want to go over some things that collagen is good for, and we'll talk more about the aging of the collagen. Collagen is good for hair growth, wrinkles, cellulite, better skin, hair, and nails, joints and joint pain, bones and ligaments, immune system, gut health, liver health, lymph support. It can boost your metabolism, heart health, fascia, which is what collagen is. It can support weight loss, brain health, better sleep, and a lot more. And what we're talking about today is it's the glue that holds the body together. And we're going to talk more about that. I want to talk just for a minute about why this collagen. compared to any of the others out there on the market. It's the only liquid Marine 1 collagen that's the closest to our own body's natural collagen. So what happens when you consume this collagen, it starts telling your body to wake up and start producing its own collagen again. So your body is producing collagen, and then you're getting the help from this liquid Marine 1 collagen, and so everything starts getting looser. And I'm going to tell you why that's happening. It's the most like our own natural body's collagen. I told you that. It reduces the signs of aging, and it helps with skin elasticity. And it's bottled in brown glass bottles because most of the other collagens out there on the market are, if they're a single dose or scoop dose, they're in a plastic container. That plastic container has toxins that leach out into the product. And then it's also, every time you open it, it's susceptible to all of the toxins and everything that are in the air. Have you ever put a light on and just watched the dust particles that float through the air? Anything that's in the air, every time you open a lid, is going to get in whatever it is that you're going to consume. So you don't want to consume the powdered collagens that are so susceptible to all the toxins and impurities and everything in the air and in the plastic. So the brown single dose marine collagen is the best one to get. And it has no artificial preservatives in it. So it's the safest one on the market. I want to show you what I take. And this is it. I'll play Vanna for a minute. And this is it. And it's a collagen elixir. And it's 1 full dose. I keep it refrigerated. And I take 1 dose a day. And I take it at night because it helps me to sleep. Remember in the stuff I read you, it said it helped to sleep? I don't know how it works, but I found that when I take it at night, it helps me to sleep. So I keep it refrigerated and I shake it before I drink it. I just turn this off and I drink the whole thing. And I take it within an hour or so before bed, maybe even later, maybe just before bed. And I will tell you my own personal testimony is that I feel better in my body parts. I don't feel like I'm falling out. It's not going to sew it back in place because I'm too far gone. But it will help our younger generation. So you guys need to try this stuff so that you can see that you feel better, and then you can pass it on to other generations. Like if you're 70, for example, you need to talk to your 40 or 50-year-olds. And then you need to talk to your 20 or 25-year-old granddaughters. And we need to start a generational change because we have an answer to keeping our body parts in place. And the doctors and everybody else don't even have it yet because they don't have enough funding for it. Because we're just a loud noise. Let's show them what kind of a loud noise we can be. We can take care of ourselves. We don't need to go through all the dangers of the surgery. We can take care of ourselves. That's what I've got to say. Now, I want to tell you that collagen is fascia, and I mentioned that. And there's lots of information right here on it that I've got. And I don't think I need to read it because I think I can share a little bit of it with you. And that is fascia / collagen is a stringy substance that goes all throughout the body, surrounding and holding everything in place. Your body parts, your joints, your ligaments, your bones, holds everything in place. And so it surrounds the inside of your body, just cradling everything and keeping it in place. And it also meshes into body parts for extra strength to hold everything up. Right? So you're holding everything in place, you're 25 years old and you can move and you can do everything. And then, like I said, when you get older, you feel like you can't. That's because you're drying out inside. When you see yourself drying out on the inside, outside, you know it's happening on the inside first. Everything happens on the inside first, and then it shows up outside. So what's happening is when we're aging, the fascia in our body is aging. Now, this is not counting having body parts taken out. This is just the fascia starts aging, and it starts getting drier, and it starts getting brittle. And it may break off a piece, or it gets stiffer and it won't move. And if you force it to move, it's going to break. And so what you need to do is to keep it young and supple, so that it can support the body, the joints, the ligaments, the bones, and hold everything in place. Does that make sense? I want to show you a demonstration on that because I'm very visual. But before I do, I don't want to forget to tell you, I gave you my testimony on the what the collagen / fascia is doing for my insides, me personally, and holding me up. I want to give you another testimony on this same collagen. When I was 72, I believe, I had a bone density test done, went in for a physical, had a bone density, came back, and I was borderline osteopenia. And I was supposed to go buy this calcium and take a bunch of stuff. And I never did it. And so last year, the doctor suggested, she didn't have my records and she wanted a new bone density test done. So I thought, fine, I'll go in and have another bone density. So I did. I had been on the collagen about a year or so. And the bone density came back, and I had a phone conversation with her, and she read a bunch of numbers to me. I couldn't write it all down. However, she said, I was out of danger for osteopenia, osteoporosis, or anything else. Are my bones as strong as they could be? No, because I had only been on the collagen for about a year. But the longer I stay on it, the stronger they're going to get. And so the only change I made was the collagen. So I mentioned it to some of my friends that take the same collagen, and they're 70 to 80 years old. And they said they had the same experience. I must have had 4 or 5 people tell me that they had had a bone density test done and theirs had improved as well. So that's my bone density testimony and my testimony for holding me in place. Now I want to show you the visual on this fascia. And imagine an orange full grown. This is a little baby one, so I don't know what I'm going to get when I open it. But you know, when you open an orange, you've got this little stringy substance. You see that? See the stringy substance? And you see how when I broke it, when I peeled it, I broke that stringy substance. That's like the fascia in our body. The collagen, the fascia that's holding us together. And so when you break this and you open it up, hopefully you can see this. Can you see the white stringy stuff that's holding that orange in place? That's what fascia looks like in your body. It's a white stringy substance that it's not solid, it's just stringy like that. And it's just in there supporting, like this, loosely supporting, because it's very healthy and supple and it moves. And it's loosely supporting everything. And then some of your larger organs, it will actually start to blend in with the organs to better support you and hold those organs up. So how's that for a visual? That's what it's like inside your body. That's what it's doing. Coffee table's too far away. So I do have a picture, I believe. Yeah. So they're talking about the fascia slash collagen, and there's 3 pictures here. This one is of the inside, and you can see where it shows right here the arrow going down to where the collagen is, and it's a stringy substance in there. And then you notice you come down here and it shows the rectum area, and over here at the stomach and the vaginal area. Picture's worth 1,000 words, right? So it works. And the only way I can prove it is to have you take it. So I hope you will. Here's another picture of what it looks like inside your body. And I think when you see this, you'll see it looks just like that orange. Can you see this picture? Can you see all of the little strings? I hope you can see that. That's the fascia slash collagen inside your body. And said you rarely think of it, but a lot goes into keeping your body parts in place. Black and white. There's a lot that goes into keeping your body parts in place. After all, no one worries about dislodging their spleen during a sprint workout. That's thanks to fibrous material known as fascia slash collagen. The fascial system works behind the scenes to keep everything in place so you can function at your best. But for something housed in literally every part of the human body, fascia is seriously misunderstood. So, what is it? It's a fiber that form in a thin casing of protective tissue that surrounds every system in your body. It works to hold your bones, organs, blood vessels, muscles, and more in place to give your body structure and support. So it really works, ladies. You can see the analogy, how behind they are on the research. Am I getting a little closer here? I'm getting on my soapbox. And you can see the pictures of what it looks like. I showed you the image with the orange. It's the same thing. There's lots of collagens out there. I promise you, this is rated number 1. It's a collagen elixir. I'm going to put the link in the description below, so you can click on the link if you want to give it a try. Now, what I did with this was, and I'm just sharing this in case you want to do it, and I'll share 2 different links down below. 3, 2, can't count. I'll share 2 different links down below for this. One of them is a 60 count so that you can take 2 a day for the first month. And the other one is a 40 count so that you can double up 1 week, and then the other 3 weeks you'll take 1. And so I did 2 a day for 6 months. That was my choice. I did 2 a day. I had this on auto ship, and I did it 2 a day for 6 months. Then I cut back to the 40 count, and 1 week out of the month I'll do 2 a day, and the other 3 weeks I do 1 a day. I'm just telling you what I did and what worked for me, and I have never been happier. I can get out and I can walk. I still don't lift water bottles and things like that. I'm not going to be stupid. And even when we're younger, we need to not do some lifting exercises and certain exercises that just can push things out, you know? So we need to learn about that. And so my answer is collagen. And it works. I promise you it works. Give it a try. See what you think. It also works for skin, hair, and nails. The picture of my image on my YouTube channel, my hair is very short. It's very, it was curly, so but it's very sparse because I was losing it from COVID and it wasn't growing back in. And I started on this collagen, and I started on a hair pill. And between the two of them, my hair is so long and so thick. It's absolutely amazing. Look at this. Collagen. It works. Give it a try. Find me on Facebook. Let me know what you think. Also, take pictures of your hair and your skin and your nails. And then 6 months later, 30 days later, take another picture of your skin, hair, and nails at the same time of day in the same environment and see if you don't see improvement. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's huge. If you don't see a difference in 30 days, do it 60 days, do it again in 90 days. I do have a lot of pictures I can show you for people on their skin, hair, and nails. I can't show you anything for their body parts. You have to take my word for that one. Try it for yourself. You won't be disappointed. I promise you. It's amazing. So with that, I've given you all the information I have for today. I want you all to know that from me to you, if no one else has told you today, I love you. Have an awesome day. Try it out. Check the link. Have a great day. Bye for now.